Good afternoon, everyone. A warm welcome to you all to day 7 of Ocean Literacy course. Ocean Literacy Know Your Planet Beyond Land. Over the past sessions, we have explored the ocean from ecological, strategic, sustainability, biodiversity, and security perspective. Today's session builds on this understanding by focusing on the tangible and intangible benefits the ocean provides to humanity. The topic for day 7 is goods and services provided by the ocean. The ocean supports life and livelihood through a wide range of goods and ecosystem services, such as food, energy, climate regulation, carbon sequestration, transportation, and cultural value. Understanding the services is essential for appreciating the ocean true worth and ensuring their sustainable use. We are pleased to have with us Mr. Sagar Lakhotiya as the resource person for today's session. Mr. Sagar is a professional with over 7 years of experience in sustainability and development sector, including 5 years as a project leader and 2 years as a project coordinator, with a strong track record of managing large-scale projects and delivering impactful outcomes. He brings extensive expertise in social corporate responsibility and sustainability, having worked closely with corporate entities, government authorities, and international NGOs. He has represented organizations at several prestigious national and international platforms, including COP23 in Germany, COP27 in Egypt, COP28 in Dubai, and COP29 in Azerbaijan, and also has participated in international conferences on coastal community resilience in Sri Lanka. Mr. Lakhotia has hands on experience in planning and implementing projects across diverse domains such as afforestation, carbon sequestration, mangrove restoration, watershed development, community livelihood enhancement, and environmental awareness campaigns. He is known for his strong leadership and team building skills with the ability to drive collaborations, ensure timely execution, and manage complex stakeholder relationships. In addition, he has significant experience in end to end CSR project implementation, from designing initiatives aligned with corporate requirements to ensuring compliance with legal audit and documentation framework, including income tax, FCRA, charity commissioner regulations, and other statutory requirements. His skills in project risk assessment, data collection, and issue solving contribute to seamless project operations and long term sustainability. We look forward to gaining valuable insights from his practical experience and sustainability focused approach in today's session. I encourage all the participants to actively come forward with in the discussion and come up with a lot of questions as well. Without a further ado, I request Mr. Sagar Lakhotia to begin his session today. Sagar, over to you.
Thank you, Sneha, for the introduction. And is my screen is visible?
Yes, it's visible.
Yeah. In today's session, we will know about the goods and services offered by the ocean. We know all the ocean is a big, around 73% of our Earth, and it has a large potential and large things. As of now, we have only explored around only 20% of our oceans, and remaining 80% is still it is not explored by in humans. So there are lots of protection, lots of things that oceans offer to us. And today, in today's session, we will try to understand what are the services, what are the things, what are the goods we taken from the oceans, and uh, what are their values and what are their importance in our life. And, Uh, while we talk about economical importance of the oceans, its most important, there are two aspects like coastline and exclusive economical zone. What is the exclusive economical zone? Exclusive economical zone is an zone predicted by the United Nations Convention on the Law of the Sea, that is for 200 nautical miles, that is approximately 370 kilometers from the coastline of the state, coastal state. As of in list, you can see the Canada has the highest coastline. Uh, in terms of the length of the coastline, and in terms of the exclusive economic zone, France and USA has the highest. India stand at 18 in both coastline and as well as for exclusive economic zone. Uh, Indian coastline is around 2.7517 kilometer, and 2.3 million kilometer is exclusive economic zone. Uh, in the means there are different layers and borders around the seas. You can see territorial sea, cognizant sea, and exclusive economic sea. Exclusive economic zone, we can explain it means the coastal country has the rights to explore or take minerals from that zone. It is important to know what is the difference between exclusive economic zone and high sea. Exclusive economic zone is basically the zone from the coastline to a till 200 nautical mile, that has the right of the country whose coastline is that, and after 200 nautical miles it start a high sea. It is not it is international waters. No country has any rights to do anything in that waters. These are the difference. Every country has a right to explore, do fishing, take minerals, or any other activities apart in the exclusive economic zone. Territorial sea is the 12 nautical mile from the baseline. Uh, on the on this line, the coastal state has all rights like a line. Means what are the land rights they have? Same rights in 12 nautical mile they can allow. After 12 miles, 12 to 24 miles, cognizant zone. It is basically for immigration and all other aspects of the uh, international borders and all. Uh, in the map, you can see the around dark blue color. That are the exclusive economic zone for every country. It is mark means whatever the country coastline is there. The dark blue line shows their exclusive economic zone, and light blue color is the international waters, where we can say open water. Uh, Now, if you see, means if you ask that why France has a less coastline and exclusive economic zone, because they have small islands located there places. So exclusive economic zone from the island to 200 nautical miles. You can see the dots around the small island also. That's why the France and US has more exclusive economic zone compared to their coastline. Now, further moving to further today's topics is goods and services provided by the uh, ocean. Our ocean plays critical role in sustainable life on Earth by providing uh, ecosystem services and economical goods. Uh, there are many things that we get from the oceans, like fish. We get energy. We get a raw material and mineral medicine. Ocean as act as a highway for the many transport industry. Around words 80%, around 60 to 80% of the transport industries are based from through the oceans. Like by volume, we can consider around 70 to 80% is go through the oceans. Because it is cheaper as compared to the land or air transport. It has a better efficient than land and air transport. Also, there are many services that ocean offer to us. Like it absorbs the carbon dioxide, which is a major greenhouse gases. Uh, it provide a protection to the coastal region and coastal community through coral reef and mangroves plantation. It is habitat for the many, around 80% of the living earth organism stay in the ocean. So it is habitat for around 80% of the living organism. uh, in goods and services, like tangible resources means that resources we take from the ocean that will be measurable or valuable. So in this under this category we will see the fisheries and aquaculture. Energy we get from the energies we get from the oceans. Minerals and raw materials we get from the ocean. Pharmaceutical and biotechnology. uh, we also get a fresh water from the ocean as after desalination of the water and transportation. These are the some things that we get from the ocean. We will know about them in next slides. Into goods and provided by the oceans, we start with the most critical sector for the human survival is fisheries and aquaculture. Globally, the ocean is a primary source for protein. The ocean is a primary source for the protein. Billions of the peoples are depend on the fishes for their foods and all. We can see from that data that China, that is 45 million tons of sea production by the China, which is on the top of the table, followed by India and Indonesia. Uh, in the India context, the more than fishing is just not a, more than the it's just not an industry. It's lifeline for the many fishermen. As we know, there are many coastline located in India, and many people, many small fishermen are completely dependent on the fishing industries. So it's lifeline for this all the coastal regions, villages or people living around the coastline of the India. Around 28 million people in our country are depending for livelihood around in the fishing and aquaculture industries. It is For India, it is count around 1% of their GDP. It's generated from the fishing and aquaculture. There are different zones of the fishings, like on a surface fishing, where we get we get ruba and fish like tuna. Then there is a deep water fishing there where we get pomfret and catfish like say. And there are high value fishing like sailfish and all. We need to, while doing the fishing, the most important thing is as exclusive economic zone is not only taking it but it's also maintaining it. So while doing the fishings and all, it is more important to maintain there should not be overfishing, so that way should not harm the food chain around the oceans and ecosystem. Mm, Moving further, aquaculture. Aquaculture is the one of the most growing and faster growing industry in India. There are many ways of doing it, like freshwater aquaculture, blackish water aquaculture, or seaweed farming. In freshwater aquaculture, it can be done anywhere on a land, on a pond or tank. That can as a India, we are at the second position for the production of the for the largest aquaculture production in globally after the China. China is the first highest country that produce the highest value from the aquaculture. And for aquaculture, the tiger prawns and white lakes shrimp are more economical valuable, and they are sold at a high cost at different levels. In aquaculture, there are many things now we are studying and doing in India is going. As we know that the importance of the mangrove restoration or absorption of the mangrove. So there are many different techniques coming in aquaculture also. Like for blackish water aquaculture, they earlier used to feed the fish by food or anything. Now they are developing new techniques. They are planting mangrove trees around the ponds of aquaculture from the that leaves and foods drop in the pond, and it will be the natural food for the fish in that pond. So it will reduce the chemical going to in the fish and all, and also uh, increase the mangrove restoration and all. Now, saying the importance of the this coastal line and knowing the importance of the blue economy, government of India also has launched many initiative for the conservation of this coastline, like Pradhan Mantri Matsya Sambardhan Yojana. This is a flagship project with the massive investment of over 20,000 crores. The global goal of is to boost the production, improve the post-harvesting infrastructure, and ensuring the benefit reached actually fishermen and fisher farmers. There are also one scheme like Blue Revolution, Nil Kranti Mission. This mission focusing on the integral development and management of fisheries. It's aimed to double the income of fishermen and fisher farmers uh, through sustainable growth and increase export so they can earn more income and all. um, then there is a one marine fish regulation and management bill to ensure there should not be overfishing around the sea. To stop the overfishing, the fishing should be sustainable and long term. It can also protect the exclusive economic zone. It protect the ecosystem of the fisheries. Then there is also Kisan credit card for fishermen. It's just like the farmers on land for fishing and aquaculture or all other institute. There should be a financial need for these people, so that financial need can be resolved by government of India through this Kisan credit card by giving some credits to them for their fishing or aquaculture activities. So it can be easy for their small setup, and they can start fishing and generating income. If you can see the one slide that Indian export uh, in 2023-24, India has around 63,000 crores of rupees export is done, and major exporters countries are USA, China, Japan, Vietnam, and European Union. And it's around 75% of this export is shrimp, as I earlier mentioned. The shrimp is a bigger farmer and bigger global market has more demand about for the shrimp. Uh, Moving ahead, beyond the food and the ocean is a powerhouse of India. When we look at the energy security, the sea currently are the most reliable partner, providing both traditional and futuristic power solution. Offshore oil and gas. The back currently this is the backbone for a domestic energy production. Approximately 60% of Indian oil and 70% of it natural gas are extracted from offshore field. The biggest asset are located in Mumbai Height at west coastline, around the west coastline, and the Krishna and Godavari river basin in the east coastline. Offshore wind, while leading the land-based wind energy, ocean offer even higher and more consistent wind speed. India has a massive plant located in Gujarat and Tamil Nadu, around 70 gigawatt offshore energy. 70 gigawatt offshore energy. Additionally, primary hub for the green and energy revolution. We are also exploring the tidal wave energy, which have a unique advantage of 100% predictability. Additionally, we a pioneer of ocean thermal energy conversion. In the fact, India is starting the pilot project in Lakshadweep that use temperature difference between warm surface water and cold deep sea. As we all know, the surface water is hotter than the deep sea water. So by using this temperature difference. There are many liquids or chemical gases that get boiled at low temperature, and they are get free and liquids form in low temperature. That is around means whatever the surface water they liquid they use, and they are start to generate the electricity from ocean thermal energy. This is diverse energy resources from hydrocarbon to today's renewable tomorrow, for making maritime special importance for Indian journey towards the greener independence. It is more important, like in Lakshadweep island, like Lakshadweep, there are very small spaces available. So, installing the big machining nurseries or land-based renewable energy and all, it is very difficult. So, for this kind of island or small city, if we able to generate the energy from the ocean, that will be help for their development and further things. Like we while we looking for the surface for the ocean food like ship and or fishes on all, or energy we get from the surface, there are treasure there are lots of treasure things like lots of minerals and all are located in deep oceans. As we know that a maximum of earth is underwater, and if we compare the area that on earth and water, so there are large area, and as an area is increasing, there are large possibility of minerals and materials they are found in the deep sea water that can be utilized and used for the many things. So it is very important aspect of the oceans, that they are providing minerals and raw materials from the ocean, like polymetallic nodules. There are small potato-like structure located at sea floor. They are incredibly rich in manganese, nickel, cobalt, and copper. These minerals are critically built block for the modern world. As we know, the manganese, nickel, cobalt, and copper, these are very high-tech electronic solutions. They are used in many batteries and production. If we have to move towards the electric vehicles or more renewable energy, or we need to store more energy, so we need this kind of metals like manganese, nickel, and cobalt from the sea. So it will reduce the stress on the land mining, and also fosters the growth towards the greener tomorrow, or moving towards the green energy. There are watermelon in seaways. We also find the polymetallic sulfide in a mid-ocean region. Where these metal are found in hydrothermal vents. On a mid, there are whenever where are the hydrothermal vents are located in the mid sea, this metal there we found there this metal, and it contains a copper, zinc, and even prestigious metals like gold and silvers, along with the rare elements. So that will be very useful for our future things and future development. So it is very important to find a solution to do the sustainable deep mining or deep sea mining, we can say, without harming the nature. Now the harm techniques or whatever instrument we have, they harm the ecosystem around the sea. They harm the fishes and all. They generate sound waves. They have many things that harm the ecosystem, disturb the ecosystem, and it's uh, impact all the ecosystem around the ocean. So we need to find out such a things that can extract these minerals sustainably. There are we also found phosphorate in the oceans that can be utilized in fertilizer and chemical industry. Trees support agriculture on land. We also found rare earth material. These are in the ocean. These are the importance for our defense technology and renewable energy system. While they can also found in deep ocean, Mars, India also has a rich coastal place deposition that contain these heavy minerals. Methane hydrate. often called as a fiery ice. This ice-like deposition contain methane trapped in deep sea sediment with massive reserve identification of the offshore Indian East Coast. This consists of potential future clean energy source that could evaluate our energy security. Exploring these resources and technology challenging, but represent the next for next. To taking this or doing the deep mining or all the things are challenging, but if we have to grow economically as an Indian economy, we have to grow faster, then we have to do a more research. We have to more find or develop some more equipment or devices that can do this deep mining thing easier or cleaner and more sustainable ways. As we know, the fresh water is very important, and as climate change changing the water cycle or changing the groundwater level, as free as for agriculture and all, we are extracting more waters. We are more depending on the natural sources like river and all, or dams we are constructing, and that reducing the water level day by day, changing the rain pattern. Like earlier we get for 4 month of rain at low rate of rainfall, so the rainfall can also get groundwater from that also get recharged. But now the rain is coming in a faster way, so it's a runoff rate is increased, so lots of water is through river and all going to the ocean directly instead of recharging the groundwater and all. So for now or in future, we have it is more important for desalination process is more important for the freshwater, especially for the coastline areas or small islands where groundwater or freshwater availability is low. So it is very important aspect that we get from the sea. And as we are facing many water security challenges. What is desalination? Desalination is the process where we remove salt and impurity from the seawater and produce fresh water that can be used for a drinking purpose or agricultural purpose or industrial purpose around the coastline or drawn area drought areas where the water is big issue, or small island where the freshwater source is not available. So in that case we use this desalination method. Uh, as as in India, we have a large structure of desalination located in Tamil Nadu and Tamil Nadu and Chennai, that produce around 20 million liters of water every single day. That can be used for thousands of citizens for their water problem and all. Also, we have a this desalination installation in Gujarat at Kutch and Dahej. There, from the water getting from this desalination unit, we use for industrialization and drought-prone area community for their water issue or water scarcity issue resolving. Looking ahead, we have now further in development, we have massive plans coming in Mumbai and Visakhapatnam to resolve the urban water security issue. As we knows the urbanization in India is very high. Mumbai is hugely crowded, so there is a loss of water issue and all. To resolve this water issue and all, there is new facilities are coming for desalination in Mumbai and Visakhapatnam to reduce the water stress in natural resource, fresh water resources, and seawater can be used for their water scarcity issue. As we now moving the most important goods that we get from the sea, that is maritime highway. It is very essential and very important for the all the countries and all the aspects, like around 80%, 70 to 80% of the international trade by volume, it is conducted through the ship routes, like maritime highways. These are the very important for the every country's economical growth. It directly This highway directly connect the producer, marketer, and consumer. As we know, there are many countries they produce many things and at large volumes. So they produce their consumer in located in different places and all. So for that, air transport or road transport is it is little bit costly. Produce a high carbon dioxide and many things use more fuel and all. So to reduce that and to tackle that, it is very important to then the cost of the transport. As we know, whatever the products if coming from whatever the product any company produce or anyone produce, when it come to the seller or a consumer, it's include the production cost as well as the transport cost or logistic cost. So it is very important the transportation and all should be cheaper in rate. So the consumer will get the product in cheaper value. So maritime highway is very important and very crucial. As we know, China Shanghai currently has the largest port. I think four or six in top 10 ports are from China. And currently, the Shanghai port of the China handling around 47 millions of container every single year. Singapore is also major transport sport hub linked to the Asia and Europe and America, as many ships are traveling for the large distance or uh, long distance. So they need to carry the huge amount of the fuel and all. So they need one stop or one port where they can refuel their fuels, and they can get the whatever the things they need for the travel and all. They can refuel and all that. That's important thing. Netherlands Fort. It is the largest fort, act as an essential gateway for goods and enters and livings in the Europe continent. Los Angeles and Long Beach, USA. These are the twin ports, are heartbeat for the US-China trade. Manage incredibly 40% all containerized import enter in the United States. Like around 40%, whatever the things or whatever the goods come in a container from the China or their tradings, it's done from these two ports. So it is very important for the US. Dubai port, as we know, it is come in national maritime, we can say the highway or a route that connects to the globally. So it is also very important ports of Dubai uh, for shipping to ship to us, as it is connected to the shipping routes for a global network of shipping route for container trading. And also, as we know, Dubai and all states are huge distribution of the huge production producer of the oil. So it is easier for transport the oil from these ports also. As I earlier mentioned, the efficiency of this port or efficiency of these highways are directly or indirectly cost directly and indirectly affect the price of the product. So it is very important for the all nations, all countries or international treaties to maintain this port very maintain this route very uh, cost effectively and reduce the distance, so that the cost at end product should end user should be less, and economical value for the producer company also increase. Now we moving further to the India. Having as we seen a large of global ports, India has also started working for the many things for the ports improvement and under Sagarmala project. The vision initiated transfer India's Indian coastline into the dry driven ecosystem growth, economical growth. In 2025, Sagarmala project has launched their second version, like Sagarmala 2.0, moving beyond building the ports, creating the complete blue ecosystem based on the five key pillars. We can see the five key pillars now. Port modelization. We aren't just making port bigger, we are making them the smarter. Nine Indian ports are ranked among the global top 100. Visakhapatnam breaking into the top 20 by container efficiency. Port connectivity through the it is just means having the port is also important, having the good roads or railways, so that can be transferred to the interior or heart of the country. So it is very important to have a good infrastructure near the ports. So under this port connectivity PM Gati Shakti framework, we are completing over 90 railways and road projects, so ensuring good moves is seamlessly from the heart of India to the deck of the ship. Means whatever the goods we are exporting, that should be from the heart of the India to go to the ship, and whatever that we are importing, that should be go to the interior. So this connectivity is more important. Also, not only it is also important that port where the infrastructure this large port have their facilities which are producing, or we the product we are producing for the export, the facility should be located nearby this port, so the transport cost or logistic cost, or we can say the burden on road should be reduced. So it under these projects, the port-led industrialization is also going on. The major recent highlight is 42,000 crore expenses of the Digi port in by Adani in Maharashtra. Coastal community development. The fourth aspect is coastal community development. This is a hard project. This is a very important project, and also if the project is for the coastal community or related to the sea, the coastal community should be get benefited from it. So under this fourth pillar, around 40,000 fishermen through the better technology and skill development and model fishery, modern technique of fisheries, and all will be available or provided or developed around this port. So the fishing or we can say fishing from the sea should be smooth, more easier, more high tech and sustainable ways can be done. And inland waterways under this fifth we is inland waterways. Not only the sea water, there are many waterways around Godavari and Brahmaputra that will also increase. So the cost from means interior to the sea should be reduced. For that also, India government are trying to increase the inland waterways. Looking forward for maritime Amrit Kala Vision 2040. It's just not kept. Uh, Recently, we all know in Kerala, Adani port of the Vizandam transshipment hub, which is high tech and greener, more. That is only one port that can where the big ships or big container, big cargo ship that can be parked and that can be come directly to the ports. So the depth near this port is around 24 meters. So it is very important and crucial port by the economical development ways for the India, and it is a very high tech port. It is recently inaugurated by Narendra Modi in 2025, and from inauguration in 9 months, around 1 trillion containers, nearly 7 trillion containers already. Uh, what we can say already transported or loaded or unloaded from this port. Now from goods, we are moving towards the services provided by the ocean. As we all know, as climate change is most most difficult and important part for the modern world, there are increasing the greenhouse gases and increasing the temperature, which is a bigger challenge for now. Uh, we all spoke about many things that we are doing for the climate control. Like we are trying to reduce our CO2 emission. We are try to plant more trees. We will try to reduce our carbon footprint from industries. We are moving towards the greener energy. These all to reduce the carbon or regulate the uh, carbon dioxide. But we all know the most important thing is for the climate regulation is ocean. The ocean is primarily depends on the climate change. It does not just provide 50% of oxygen we breathe. As we know, Amazon is a large land forest, we can say, but what 50% of oxygen, whatever we breathe, is come from the ocean. So ocean is very important for production of the oxygen and all. Also, it has a act as a massive carbon sink. Around 25 to 30% of the carbon dioxide which we produce, it's absorbed by the ocean. So it reduce the carbon dioxide also in large quantities. So it is very important aspect of the ocean. Also the coastal protection. We all know the mangroves and coral reef as increasing the tsunamis and increasing the in the storms and all in coastline to protect the coastal community which are very close to the coastline. It is very important to have mangroves or coral reef and wetland. These are the integrated system that coral reef reduce the uh, wave energy around 90 to 95%. Mangroves act as a sponge that reduce the uh, height of this, what we can say, waves that coming towards the coastal in tsunami time. Also reduce the erosion that waters are regularly hitting the coastline and taking the sand. That roots has a different structure that reduce the erosion. Also, as we know, we are very much looking for tourism in coastal area like in Goa or Gokarna or Kerala or whatever where the beach there is tourism is also increasing day by day. So it is very huge value provided by the ocean to the tourism, like for scuba diving or coastal beaches tourism, or many other ways. Like when we go there are many things that we do, like sports like sports we are doing in the beaches, like scuba diving or many other things, boating, kayaking, other sports related to the coastal that are also provided by the ocean. Also the scientific and research biodiversity. uh, as we are explored less than 10% of the deep ocean, the ecosystem has a vital living laboratory. By converging this biodiversity, we aren't just saving the species, we are also protecting the genetics for the generation. And we may, as I already earlier mentioned, only 80% of the ocean are explored. And in deep sea, only 10% of the deep sea we have till now explored. So if we explore more and we find more uh, products or more what we can say biodiversity in the ocean surface or ocean deep ocean, that can be utilized or used for the different medicines, different human conservation and things that can be very useful for the human mankind survival and all. Ocean also has a cultural and spiritual value. As we all know, in India and many countries, we all worship everything like river, tree, like that. We also worship for the ocean. Ocean has a huge value for the tradition, cultural spirit, like for coastal community and all. So in further side, we'll see in more details. Uh, Carbon sequestration and climate regulation. We often hear the ocean is the lungs of the planet, as they absorb around uh 25 to 30% of the all CO2 produced by the human by breath or by polluting industries or by vehicles, whatever the carbon dioxide we are generating or producing globally. From that, around 20 to 35% is absorbed by the uh, ocean in three different ways, or we can say distinct pumps system. Like when the First is a physical carbon pump. This process is simply chemical and physical CO2 dissolution direct into the surface of the water, because cold water can hold more gases and is denser than the warm water. As we know, as the water temperature increases, the molecules of the water are start going apart from each other, and the temperature is going down. The molecules of the waters are coming closer. So water, if the temperature is going down, that molecules hold more gases or more we can say more CO2 from the atmosphere and store in it. And as early mentioned that the surface temperature and deep sea temperature, there are difference, as deep sea has a low temperature than the surface temperature. So this oxygen or these gases, we can say CO2 or whatever, they are trapped and they are going downwards and settled in the deep sea, and for the thousands of years. It is generally done at means more oftenly done at polar region, where the temperature is very low, or where they gases absorption by the surface of the sea is more and very high. So they absorb the gases from the atmosphere and store in the deep floor of the oceans. They act as a conveyor belt like system, like at a conveyor belt, when we put one thing and it goes to the other part. In similar ways, at polar region, they act as a at surface temperature is also down, and it absorbs the gases, and it goes downward to the uh, ocean platform or ocean bed, deep ocean. Second is a biological carbon pump, where the plankton, a microplant called plankton, it absorbs the CO2 during photosynthesis process, and when it die or eaten by the other fishes and all, when they die, it goes to the ocean floor, and it settle for the thousands or many years at the ocean sediment. So it is very important and very uh, good aspect of the absorbing carbon dioxide. It goes when they absorb when they die or they eaten by something, it goes as a marine snow to the bottom of the sea or sediment of the sea, we can say. And traditional coastal blue ecosystem like a mangrove forest, seagrass, or uh, we can say coral leaf, they absorb more carbon dioxide than a plant forest, tropical forest, or what we can say the normal tree we plant around the land on it's around 10% higher value than the land trees. So it's the mangrove trees or seagrass absorb more carbon dioxide than the tropical forest trees or normal trees we or indigenous tree we plant on the land. So it is very high value and high importance of the having mangroves, increasing mangroves biodiversity to absorb the carbon dioxide and all, so reduce the to tackle for the climate change and all things. And one more important thing in that is when the tree or tropical forest, when they absorb the carbon dioxide, they store in it, and after some time or after death of the tree, we burn that wood. Then the carbon dioxide is released in atmosphere again. But in case of mangroves and all, when they absorb the carbon dioxide all when they die, they most of the part of its in underwater, as they have a huge root system or complex root system. That's why they store this or carbon dioxide below this in the water or in the sea, and when they die, this flows to the deep in the sea, not in release in atmosphere, or there is no chance of releasing in atmosphere. It's remain in there in for thousands and many years. Coastal protection. While we often build, if we build a structure or barrier, as we know, there are increasing the storms or cyclones or tsunami around the coastal line. So if we try to protect these coastal communities or infrastructure we are developing around the coastal, we need to build a huge walls around the coastline that cost many too much high, but nature has a different, nature has their own defense system, we can say, like mangroves, coral reefs, and wetlands. These are the primary defense system for protecting this coastline, and we are degrading this. So we need to restore them to protect this. As we know, coral reef has a natural break of the waters that thick thick coral leaf and underwater coral leaf are beautiful. If you Google it or anywhere if you can search, or if someone has done the scuba diving or all, they may know seen the coral leaf. Coral leaf is a very beautiful things or beautiful plant, we can say, located at the bottom of the ocean, or infra whatever the ecosystem they have underwater. They If the coral reef has a healthier and well grown, they can absorb around 70% of the wave energy, as wave are flowing with the very, as we know that we are trying to generate the wave energy. So from that we can imagine what are the energy waves are taking to the our coastline and to the soil. So it is very important to reduce that energy that reaching to the coastline, to reduce the erosion of the coastline, or in the case of the tsunami or any other cyclone or like situation, when the wave energy is absorbed by the coral reef, the reaching its energy reaching to us near the mangroves is also reduced. And restoring the and installing this coral leaf and mangroves restoration, it is 20 to 30 20 times cheaper than the building the structure, big structure, uh, additional manpower, including many cement like concrete walls and all. So it is very important to create, conserve, and what we conserve and restore this coral ecosystem near the seaways. Mangrove trees, as we know, they are has a different root structure. There are multiple roots from the stem of the trees, and it is going to the ground. It has act as a natural sponge for the waves or water coming at a high speed. So it absorbs the all the energy from it, whatever the energy is going to the coastline and all. So it is very important and very good structure of the mangroves that we need to protect during storm and cyclone. During the tsunami in 2004, villages in India and Sri Lanka, as we know, there are huge destruction and all. But one study is found that the villages and uh, structure means infrastructure located near to the well-grown mangrove forest has a significantly less damage than the coastline where there is no mangroves, or clear coastline where the clear coastline, the destruction or lives of the people are harmed more than the mangrove ecosystem. So it is very important to have a mangrove ecosystem. Also, when water from the ocean or waves are hit the ocean, ground, or what we can say coastline, they will take the soil in it. But if there is a mangrove ecosystem or good growing mangroves, they trap all the soil from there and they hold that soil, so it will not run off with the water and reduce the erosion of the coastline. This system around protecting the many peoples around the world, means staying in the coastline. Around 23 million people from the world are staying in the coastal areas. So this ecosystem, mangroves, coral reef, and seagrass, we can say seagrass is the most important to absorb the currents flowing from the sea. They absorb the current and help to reduce the energy of this. Now further we are moving to the tourism. While the ocean provides us a food and energy, it is one of the world's greatest playground and massive drive of the global service ecosystem. Coastal marine tourism actually count nearly 50% of the global tourism, generating around 4.5 trillions annually. There are different types of tourism in it. Beach tourism, this is the most recognized from the marine recreation. Millions of the people uh, to our coastal goes to the coastline or coastal area for the relaxation, water sport. But beyond the fun, is a also business in this. As many people from the world or countries or cities going to the coastline, there is a huge opportunity for the local people, like for establishment of the hotel, restaurants, or local transport. Uh, there is a huge livelihood opportunity from them, as many coastline that has don't have many infrastructure or many jobs or many things, so they are completely dependent on the tourism. So it is also very crucial for their economical growth or country's economical growth to have a tourism activity around that. Like in India, there are many coastline are famous, like Goa. Everyone knows Goa, Gokarna, or Odisha, or Kerala. These coastline are very huge, economically growing well. Their tourism industries are growing well day by day, and people around the coastline getting more job, more income as people are going towards the this. Not only beach tourism, but adventure and ecotourism is also there. There are many peoples or many coastal people have different ecotourism activities like mangrove trail or bird watching sessions in mangroves. They are conserving this ecosystem for their development, or restoring this ecosystem for a mangrove trail or any other things. There are many many sports like dolphin watch and what we can say shark watch there, where people are taking the tourism to the deep sea for dolphin watch. So these dolphins are giving them more income than people, fishermen if catch that fish. They just get for the one particular time of that fish when they sell. But if the fish is alive in the deep sea and these people take many tourism every day to watch these dolphins, they will generate more income. So people are more likely to the conserve this species than fishing them. So it is very also important for the uh, support of this or conservation of this ecosystem. Also, as the mangroves or tourism industry is increasing, or whatever we can say, uh, these are all are based on a natural resources. So people who are generating income, they are also keen to protect these natural resources, so tourism industry will not go down and people come there. So they are also taking responsibility. They are also taking many activities in many states and many areas where they can conserve or protect s- this natural ecosystem. Uh, Now, biodiversity and scientific research, we often to say we know more about the surface of the moon than our own ocean floor. Yet the ocean supports 80% of our life. As we know, 80% of our living organism or living thing are located in the oceans. Still, we don't know the many of them. Like many of organism, we don't know about them. We don't aware about them, so we don't explore them. We are more trying to explore the outside earth, like moon and all. We are spending lots of money on their exploitation, their experiment, and their knowing more about them thing, but rather than the exploring our oceans and knowing more about our oceans, or uh, what are the potential we holding our oceans, how it can may it can have solutions for our future development, future conservation, or we can say future protection. It may be found in the oceans. That will be one of the uh, what can say one of the aspects. So now there are many countries and many scientists are looking in the oceans. They are exploring many things, like in India. They are The structure you are seeing is the Mystery 6000. That is the deep ocean mission. It is built under deep ocean mission. This is a submarine that carries uh, three scientists in the 6,000 meter deep in the ocean. So they can go there, they explore things, they can collect the samples, they can study more about the deep ocean. For the uh, deep exploration, this mission is started, and it is in a testing phase. Ocean has a massive mo ocean has a different species, genetics, and all that can help in making many things and many complex or all uh, we can say complex medicine or different solutions for the different cancer, uh, different we can say medicines, enzymes, and all. Uh, we are also trying to find out the sustainable ways of extracting the deep minerals from the ocean. We are finding the sustainable ways of extracting the gases from the oceans or many other things. Studying the ocean, that is also very important. That are also very researchers going on. Also, we are working to get the renewable energy from the oceans, like ocean thermal energy conversion. For, like I earlier mentioned, we are also working on that. That is also an important aspect for. Now moving towards the cultural aspect of the oceans. Uh, as many communities or fishermen or many things are located near the coastline, they are means as Indian culture or any other traditional or indigenous culture, they prayer for whatever they are protecting, get protection. For many aspects they are praying for the oceans, like they are getting protection from the ocean, or they are taking fishes, or they are livelihood is depending on the ocean, so they are praying, or they have a high cultural and spiritual value of the oceans also. There are many ages and many things they are contributing and taking, like in India Happad dockyard at Lathol. It is a 5,000 year old massive dockyard where we are has a high significant value of the cultural and all things. There are many things apart from the culture. There are many artists or poets. They are writing, painting, doing many things with the ocean. They are closely connected with the ocean. There are many peoples around the world. They are connecting to relax their mind. There are many yoga things or healing methods that are depending on the oceans. There's sounds coming from the oceans, or wave sounds, or whatever the we can say the uh, uh, what healing means energy, or clear pure energy, or pure water, pure air we are getting near the ocean. That is also very helpful for the healing of the people. There are many music or folk instrument located we can say near the ocean. There are many songs and all. These are the also very important values in human lives and human. Uh, Not only now we have seen all the things we are taken from the oceans, and what are the aspects we are getting, and what are the service provided by the ocean. But as a human nature, or whatever we have done on earth, or whatever the harm we are doing for our land, that similar thing we are also doing with our oceans. We have spend means we are doing many things that or we are doing many activities that are harming the ocean ecosystem, or ocean biodiversity, or many other balances. uh, uh, overfishing and unstable aquaculture. As we know, well, fishermen provide a vital protein. Fishes are provided that lots of protein, but for income generation or increasing competition, many fishermen are doing overfishing in the area. They are extracting more fishes for getting more income and more income. They are eventually doing the fishing for particular fish, and they are damaging completely whole food system of the or ecosystem of that ocean system. That will harm their impact will be for a long term. So if a particular fish or particular thing get over extracted and their population is reduced, the other population depending on that fish that also reduce, and that will harm the entire ecosystem of the uh, ocean. So it is very important not to do the fishings and all activity in control manner, or what we can say in sustainable ways. So it should not be go beyond some particular limit or harm many things. There are marine pollutions. As we know, we are using marine highways and all at very huge way, at large way. But this all ships or large ship using this fossil fuel as their fuel, many ships are using. So this fuel spoil on the surface of the water, that affect the ecosystem. They are also provide doing the sound pollution while going around, that will harm the ecosystem below the water. There are many things like garbage or all things while they are traveling, they are dumping in the oceans, as their journey is for not 1 or 2 days, is for a months they are traveling through the ocean. So there are many human waste or any other activity they are directly now they are treating something uh, every by law, but there is some harm they are providing to the ecosystem while they are traveling. Climate, as I earlier mentioned, around 25 to 30% of the CO2 is absorbed by the ocean, but it's come again, like we say, climate change and ocean acidification are two similar but opposite things. Like when they absorb more carbon, their acidification is increased. If the acidification is increased, it will very harmful for the seagrasses, coral reef around the seas, or many other species or many other living organism. It will affect their livelihood or ecosystem. So we have to somewhere harming it's very much. Uh, According to one study, around 60% of the world ocean has a past safety acidification limit. So it is very important for us to restore the mangroves, conserve the mangroves, or whatever we say, other things that reduce the load on the acidification of the ocean. So it is very important for us, as the we are producing high carbon dioxide, so we need to stop somewhere for as ocean also reach their limit. So we need to act fast. We need to do something as early to reduce this load on the oceans, and we need for our future generations. Habitat destruction. There are yeah, while we say that the port construction or many other things, they cut the mangroves ecosystem or local ecosystem located near the that coastline. So it will disrupt all the ecosystem. It is good that we are economically growing, but we are also destroying that entire ecosystem for the many areas, many acres. Like now we have one port, so we have to destruct that particular area. Then we start building the industries and all near that coastline to reduce the logistic and reduce the transportation cost, but it also destroy the ecosystem and all. There are many tourism activities going on. There are many beaches or coastline where people are cutting the mangroves and building the resorts and making the sports activities there. So they are also destructing the ecosystem, so that will also harm the ocean's ecosystem entirely, and that will affect for the long terms. If we go for deep mining or deep research, the when we go for deep sea mining, while taking this extraction and all, our equipment we use or whatever things we use, it distract entire ecosystem around that particular area or mining area. So it will affect that entire ecosystem. That we have to find out the solutions and all. Also, tourism activity, we say it will support the ecosystem or people around the coastline, their livelihood, their support. But when the people at large amount they come from the other state, they throw the garbage or whatever the activity they are doing or whatever the interaction they are taking, they affecting the ecosystem. They are harming the ecosystem somewhere. So that tourism also affecting the entire ecosystem, so that we need to control, regularize or monitor very closely to avoid the this garbage and all. As we know, the plastic pollution is very crucial and we are going very high. uh, we the maximum part of our plastic pollution is going in the ocean. So we can say around 20,000 garbage truck, that kind of volume every day is going to the ocean as a plastic waste, and that plastic is coming going to the ocean, staying there for a longer period. That reduce the interaction of if they store it at the surface, it reduces the interaction of the gases to the surface water. So that reduce the absorption of carbon. Also, when this plastic is eaten by the fishes and all, it stays there and it will come to us. Like according to one study, three out of one fish has a plastic, a microplastic in it. Whatever we are taking or whatever we are doing fishing, so it will eventually affect our human health. So we need to reduce the plastic pollution also. Thank you. Yeah.
Thank you, Sagar, for such a detailed presentation, explaining each and few of the factors in simplest forms. I'll request the participants, if you have any questions, can you all can either raise your hand or just type it in the chat box. I'll read it out for you. If you want to share any thoughts or any of your topic of discussion, you all can also put it in the chat box. Okay, we have one question here. The first slide you showed EEZ. So there are many countries share the same sea. There, how can EEZ be distributed?
See, when we go for exclusive economic zone and all, when the countries' coastline are shared by, then it will be the mutual understanding by both the countries, where how much the areas of how much the area they are doing and how much others territory. So it will be mutually decided or mutually understand by the both countries.
Mr. Sagar,
Hello, sir.
uh, thank you for a very good presentation. It was very informative and it has provided students with a lot of material with regard to the uses of the oceans and ocean resources. I have a comment with regard to the coastline of India, which you have said as 7515 kilometers or so.
Yes, sir.
Uh, this has just been revised by the Ministry of Ports, Shipping and Waterways Circular of 29th April, wherein the India's revised coastline now stands at 11098.81 kilometers.
Oh, okay, sir.
So they are quoting a Survey of India report, and it can be Googled to find the latest coastline. So maybe this could be taken account of for the future presentations, because
Yes, sir.
this is a very recent development.
Okay, sir. Thank you so much, sir. I will include that. I will change that.
And also the reasons given for changing it from 7515 to 11098 are mentioned in this letter. So it will be again educative for the students in future, because somebody might have the question that if it was 7515 kilometers for so long, how has it changed to more than uh, 170%? That is, it has increased 1.7 times. So maybe you can have a look at this particular circular and also find the rationale with regard to why it has been changed.
Indeed, thank you so much, sir, for the recent update.
This,
Definitely, we'll also include this in our future presentations as well.
Uh, yes, because then it will give the updated and corrected information to the people who are interested in the maritime domain.
Yes, sir.
The question that arises from this, and it has been in my mind for a long time, is that we have changed the coastline length. So has it impacted our the EEZ, which is around 2.3 million square kilometers, which is still being quoted? So that is something which is a matter of investigation, and for asking various other people, particularly the maritime domain and survey experts, whether there has been an effect on the EEZ. But as of now, nobody is talking about the EEZ. They are only talking about the increased coastal length. Thank you.
thank you so much, sir, for providing the information. I will search about that also, and I will like if I can find something.
Yes, okay. That's about my intervention. Maybe others can ask something else.
And participants, really encourage you all to come up with questions at this point when you all, whether you all have understood the sessions, are there any other difficulties you all are facing? We have such a good resources with us. We have Sagar, who has taken such a wonderful session today. We also have Agnihotri sir as well with us today. So if you all have any of the questions, you all can please either unmute yourself and go ahead, or you can just put it in the chat box. I'll take it ahead from you.
And since nobody is speaking up or putting a question, I will like to just tell you with regard to the connectivity issues. You have alluded, Mr. Sagar has alluded to the connectivity issues in a couple of slides, maritime connectivity. I will be holding the whole session on maritime connectivity tomorrow. So thank you for setting the stage in a small, brief manner, particularly with regard to the port-led development and various other facets of maritime connectivity. So that is what my lecture will be tomorrow about.
Tomorrow. Yes, sir. Thank you so much, sir, for being with us on the platform. And look forward to your session tomorrow on important for the national and the regional economic growth. We have one question. Does India lose some area of EEZ to Bangladesh? Uh, have you seen this?
No, actually, I didn't see that.
What? Actually, that was some sea area that was a conflict, and then Bangladesh won that. So I'm just asking that point how people you just seeing this.
Uh, Actually, I think that for Kamlesh sir can answer it very well about that because I think it's a uh, what dispute about that area India and Bangladesh having, and they are claiming about that maybe like that way.
Actually, Bangladesh,
Okay.
because of its broken coastline and deeply indented coastline, uh, around the Sundarbans Delta, where the river finally meets the sea. Delta is quite broad. Without knowing the exact details of the case, but Bangladesh took India to the ITLOS, International Tribunal on Law of the Seas, and India showing goodwill towards Bangladesh did not really contest the Bangladesh's case. As a result, the baselines were drawn, or fresh baselines which were drawn by Bangladesh were accepted. Because of the baselines having changed, the EEZ, as Mr. Sagar explained, the exclusive economic zone, territorial seas, as well as the contiguous zones are all measured from the baseline. So if the baseline gets changed, there will be change in the EEZ, extent of EEZ, the area of EEZ. So Bangladesh has gained some area and India has lost some area, but India has, in a matter of goodwill and in deference to the award of the case by its laws, has agreed to it. In the quantum of how much India has lost, again, as I said, I am not very familiar with the case, but as a generic thing, the EEZ with regard to India and Bangladesh has been revised somewhat, wherein India has lost certain amount of EEZ. I am not in a position to quantify it because I am not deep into the case.
Okay, thank you for the information.
Anybody else from who will want to come up with a question? Okay, since we see that we are not getting any more questions, I guess we can call this the day. So I'd like to thank Mr. Sagar Lakhotiya for such a detailed presentation. Thank you, Sagar. Thank you, Agnihotri sir, for being present and guiding us with the latest update. Uh, and to all the participants for being present. I really hope that you all come up with good interactions for the coming session. Well, we're meeting tomorrow again. For
Now your mic is mute, I think.
It is on. Am I audible?
Yes, you are audible now.
So basically, I was thanking everyone. Thank you to all the participants as well who has been present here. Thank you, Sagar, for such a wonderful presentation. And Agnihotri sir as well for the latest latest information which you have shared with us. Thank you so much, sir. And I was giving an information also about our tomorrow's session. Our for national growth, which will be conducted by KK Agnihotri sir. I really hope that students come up with a good interactive session tomorrow. Um, we'll have a lot of questions as well. And this is one of the opportunities where you all can have these interactions. Thank you everyone for joining us today. Thank you.
Thank you, Sneha. Thank you everyone for joining. Thank you, Kamlesh sir, for guiding us about the numbers and all other things. Thank you so much, everyone.
Yeah. Thank you, Sneha. See you tomorrow. I'll log out. Thanks.
Yes, sir. See you tomorrow.
Okay.